Star Wars The Clone Wars kept Star Wars alive in the years before Disney bought Lucasfilm. It was supposed to go on for over 8 seasons, people loved what had come before, so of course when Disney took over you could only assume that they tried to jump right into that audience that loved Star Wars The Clone Wars. You would think. Hello there, welcome to another video. Before we get into it, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Do it! Hit the bell so you never miss a single video that we do. Now, let's get into it. Disney has a Star Wars The Clone Wars problem. Like I said before, this show was Star Wars before the Disney era. And the first thing Disney did was cancel the show when they got their grubby little hands on it. Then they made Rebels, which eventually got good when it dipped into the Clone Wars stuff, but it took a while. Only years later would they continue the story, obviously other than the final season, after we had literally been begging them for like 6 years. Other than the final season, they finally gave us the Bad Batch, which was really good. But the problem isn't just with the Clone Wars as far as like the animation in that specific story. Star Wars The Clone Wars had such a broad scope of what they could do because Star Wars The Clone Wars wasn't about one character or even a group of characters. It could go tell any kind of story at any time that it wanted to. Ventress, General Grievous, Obi-Wan, Anakin, some random clone we never heard of? Psh, it's the Clone Wars. Why not? They had the entire galaxy during that time to make whatever they wanted. Disney, on the other hand, hasn't had that. They don't have a show that's continuing on. They don't have a continuing show. The Bad Batch only ran for 3 seasons. They don't have a show where they can tell any story about any character that they want. Every single show that they are creating has to do with a specific character or a specific group of characters, like the Maul Show or Bad Batch. Even the Tales of series kind of have restrictions because if it's the Tales of the Jedi, it has to stay around the Jedi. For years I have been calling for Star Wars to make another animated show, animated like the Clone Wars, called Star Wars Imperial Rule or something like that, where it just covers, maybe other character stories going on when the Empire is at its peak rule. Show more in depth what happened to average clones. Show what happened to Jedi. Continue the story of characters, side characters from the Clone Wars, like those group of young Jedi from the series where Ahsoka was looking after them after they got their lightsaber crystal. There are a lot of stories that were left open that the Tales of series are trying to kind of fill in, but there's just so much potential that's just not being used for some reason. A lot of story beats left unfinished. It's not exactly a Clone Wars problem, it's more of an era problem and what they're deciding to make shows off of. But hey, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss any other videos that we do. That's all I got for you guys today. Bye.